Hello, my name is Laurel Doyle, and I am Early Childhood Education faculty at Cosumnes River College. I'm also the Child Development Training Consortium Coordinator for Cosumnes River College, and I wanted to create this video to provide you with information on this wonderful educational incentive, also known as kind of a grant. One of the things to note about this grant is that you will qualify whether or not you are on financial aid. You do not have to report this to the college in any way. It is considered an educational incentive for any ECE course that you or general education course that qualifies, that you pass this semester with a C or better. You can earn up to $25 per unit. So definitely stick around and see if you qualify. The website for the Child Development Training Consortium Educational Incentive is www.childdevelopment.org. So what is the Educational Support Grant? This is offered by the Child Development Training Consortium. What we know about quality care is that education matters. Therefore, they receive a large sum of money from the government, and they are tasked with improving quality in early childhood programs. And they're doing this by offering early childhood education students rewards for completing their work. So you can earn up to $25 per unit of qualifying course that you're taking at Cosumnes River College. I'll go into what that looks like if you're co-enrolled at different colleges. These are the qualifying requirements for the 2023 to 2024 academic year. Some years they change a little bit, so I wanted to clarify what is due this year. All right, so please note this has been a bit of a change from the past, these priority numbers. So please keep in mind which priority you fall under, and as you listen to the remainder of this video, when I talk about priority 1 or priority 2, you know which one pertains to you. So priority 1 includes employees of any direct funded CDSS or CDE program, including center-based programs, family child care networks, and or like Head Start programs. You can think of this as programs where you are working in a licensed early care center. Priority 2 is reserved for students who are not currently employed in one of those priority 1 centers and who are enrolled in either the ECE 321 Advanced Practicum course or enrolled in at least 2 of our core ECE classes here at CRC. So to apply, first you need to apply to each college separately. If you're taking all of your courses at CRC, just know that you can apply for all of those courses right here. However, if you're taking courses across our different Los Rios campuses, I wanted to give you a bit of an explanation of what you would qualify for and where. So in the priority 1 example, you will automatically qualify for any ECE and or GE unit that would work toward the Child Development Permit Matrix because you are working at a licensed center, but you would have to fill out a separate application for American River College, for Cosumnes River College, and for Sac City College if these are the courses you are enrolled in. For priority 2, you would qualify at Cosumnes River College for being in the Advanced Practicum course. However, you would not qualify, so you would qualify for that here as priority 2. However, in a separate application in American River College, you wouldn't qualify there because you are not taking 2 ECE classes. That's the other caveat of priority 2, and because you're not taking practicum at that college. If you're taking all of these courses at Cosumnes River College, you could apply all of them, but it wouldn't qualify in this case. Okay, so if you have questions about applying at other campuses, please note this is who to contact. For American River College and Folsom Lake College, they do not have a coordinator, so please reach out to the Child Development Training Consortium directly at cdtc@yosemite.edu. And if you are looking at applying at Sacramento City College for this grant, please contact Lori Perry at perryl@scc.losrios.edu. Now, this might give you an indication that maybe in future semesters, you will want to take all of your courses at one college so that way they can qualify, right? That would be for priority 2, or if you wanted to take all of your courses at one campus, so that way you wouldn't have to do 3 separate applications. So right now at Cosumnes River College, I will accept applications for summer of 2023, for fall of 2023, and for spring of 2024. However, please note these must be separate applications. So you're going to apply if you took a class in summer, classes in fall, and again this semester, you would have to do separate applications. Keep in mind, same thing goes for what I showed on the previous page. If you are not working, for example, on your priority 2, and you only took 1 ECE class this summer, that wouldn't qualify because you would have to have taken advanced practicum that semester or at least 2 ECE classes. In the fall, maybe you took 2 ECE classes at CRC, that would qualify. Maybe in spring you are taking just advanced practicum, that would also qualify. So keep in mind what qualifies for each semester. So let's go into some of the specific requirements that the Child Development Training Consortium has. First, you must be an ECE major. And again, now we're going to look at specific courses for the different priorities. So for priority 1 students, again, these are students who are working in a licensed program. For each semester, the student qualifies, they will complete a separate application that includes any ECE courses taken at CRC and any general education courses taken at CRC during that semester that can be applied for the child development permit. For priority 2 status, that is students taking ECE 321 and or who are enrolled at 2 ECE classes at Cosumnes River College, they may include for that semester all of the ECE courses taken at CRC that semester and any general education courses taken at CRC that semester that can be applied for the permit. How do we know which classes apply for the permit? Well, this is a smaller version of what the child development permit matrix looks like. I wanted to kind of simplify it a little bit. Typically, there's a whole nother section on other options working throughout the field. However, this is the one that we primarily talk about the most here at CRC because this is the educational piece. Now remember, you must have the education and the experience to apply for the child development permit. Now the permits are issued by the California Commission on Teaching Credentialing, separate entity from the Child Development Training Consortium, but if you apply at the Child Development Training Consortium, you can earn money back on units that you had applied for through the Cdtc educational incentive. So the different permit levels are associate teacher, teacher, master teacher, site supervisor, and program director. So you need to have your 12 ECE courses for the associate teacher, 24 plus 16 GE units for teacher, 24 plus 16 GE units plus 6 specialized units, plus 2 adult supervision units for the master teacher. So what does that mean? Our qualifying ECE core courses are Intro to Principles and Practices, ECE 300, ECE 312, Child Development, ECE 326, Observation Documentation, ECE 320, Curriculum and Interactions, ECE 321, Advanced Practicum, ECE 314, Child Family Community, ECE 415, Health, Safety, Nutrition, and ECE 430, Culture and Diversity. So I wanted to give you all of those courses. They always qualify. However, I also wanted to give you them in a document that you can kind of see what is recommended to take which semester. The reason for this is because there are some prerequisites for certain courses. So we want you to take Intro and Child Development first because child development is a prerequisite to get into observation documentation class. Observation documentation is a co-requisite for ECE 320, our curriculum and interaction course. Then all of these courses are a prerequisite to get into 321. So this is the preferred semester schedule that the ECE instructors suggest. And then any semester you can take 314, 415, or 430. Now, the permit will also pay for the specialized units because to get that master teacher, you have to have 2 specialized units. These are different specializations. We have infant toddler classes, special needs, preschool math and language, preschool art, and school age. And then for the site supervisor, you will also need adult supervision and administration courses. Here's adult supervision and our administration courses. Next, the child development permit also will pay for those 16 GE units that are required for the permit. So I wanted to show you what our GE units are here at CRC. This is for the 2023-2024 academic school year. There are different areas A through F. I'm going to exit there. And you can go ahead and go to our catalog for the general education requirements for a full list. However, just for ease of this presentation, I wanted to offer you just a few examples, but please talk to a counselor or go back to that complete list for the full list. Go ahead, pause your screen or take a screenshot and refer back to this at any time. Okay, how do you apply for the educational incentive? First, you'll go to childdevelopment.org. You'll click on the eligibility and apply for the ECE educational grant box, and you will follow step-by-step the instructions. Then you will complete your coursework with a C or better. Now, it's going to take a little while after courses end. There's typically 2 to 3 weeks that instructors have to submit grades. It's not until after then that I can request information from admissions and records, which takes a little time to get back to me. So all of this gets pushed back a little bit. You will not need to email me any of your grades. I will get everything from admissions and records myself. But when can you typically expect your checks? If you're applying for fall and summer at the beginning of the year, you could expect that in March or April. Now we're in the spring semester. Checks are typically mailed out in July. So if you don't receive your checks by August, then please email me. Now, if you're going back, even though it's spring right now, and you want to go back and apply for fall and summer, you will need to wait until July, August, until we get that full list. Here is my coordinator, my contact information, Doyle L at crc.losrios.edu. Now I'm going to go back to the Child Development Training Consortium homepage and do a brief walkthrough for you. So you'll notice there's these 2 main boxes here. You're going to click, for this particular grant, you're going to click on the second one, the check eligibility and apply for the ECE Educational Support Grant. For the permits, that's a whole different conversation, and please check with your ECE instructors. They will send you out, we tend to hold 2 permit sessions a year, so please check with your ECE instructors. For now, go ahead and click the eligibility for the ECE Educational Support Grant. And you're going to click either apply for it up here or read through to make sure that you qualify, and you'll click apply now. Now we need to confirm our eligibility. Are you currently enrolled in an early childhood education course at a California community college? Yes, if you're taking these courses. Everything you put down must be accurate. So if any of these questions are no, don't try to push, don't try to make this application go through, because there are checks and balances in it, and it won't. So what is your declared major? Your declared major needs to be early childhood education. Are you employed in the childcare field in California? If you select yes, then that means you are working, and you'll need to supply your employer's license number. You'll need to supply your site supervisor's information, all of that. I'm going to click no for the ease of this video. Do you live in California? This must be a yes. If you do not, you do not qualify. Are you enrolled in at least a 3-unit practicum course. So for CRC, that must be ECE 321, or at least 2 child development courses. Yes. What college are you applying? You're going to click the down arrow button, and then you can type in Cosumnes River College, or you can scroll down, find it that way. And then what semester are you applying? Again, you will create a separate application for each semester that you are applying. It says, congrats, you are eligible. Going to click Save and Continue. Next, you have your personal information. You will go ahead and enter it here. Save and Continue. Then you're going to add which courses you're taking. Click Save. Once you have all of your courses added, you will scroll down. Have you met with a counselor? You'll include that information. Your declared major again. Did you buy books? You could put yes or no. That doesn't really matter. We're not reimbursing you for books. We're giving everyone the same amount of money. Again, it's up to $25 per unit. However, that money can be a little less depending on how many students apply. Save and Continue. You will include your highest level of education. So for some of you, that might be a high school diploma. Do you hold a current child development permit? It's okay if you say you don't have one. It's okay if you do have one. This will not affect your application. Just give your honest answer. Oh, I'm sorry. Click I do not have a credential if you don't have any. And then the Cdtc collects demographic information. You can, you can include that here or say preferred not to say. Same thing for your race, ethnicity. The primary language you speak at home, and then also include all of the other languages that you speak fluently. If you've been unemployed due to COVID, they're just collecting this information. You need to type your full name, including your middle initial in uppercase to sign, and then you submit your application and confirm. I hope that was really helpful for all of you, and I hope all of you who can apply do apply. Thanks so much.